views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Show you the way. Let me be your shining light. Keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try.
Why, hello there. Welcome back to my show, Patty's Page. And my name is Patty Hunter. Been around for 4.5 years now on Patty's Page here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And today, my special guest is Jeffrey Landis.
Jeff Landis, well, whatever you can call me, people know who I am. I'm not trying to be egotistical, but anyways, thanks for having me on the show for not once, not twice, but 3 times.
3 times.
3 times. It seems like every year about this time, yeah. This is when you interview me.
It's about time you had it on my show again. So
because around this time is the big 20-year anniversary show.
20-year anniversary
which
for you?
Just happened October 15th.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And with that show, I've always wanted to produce a wedding. You know, with me, whenever I do these crazy shows, I want to just do something that's out of the ordinary. You know, live TV is where everything happens. Live TV is the best. I learned that pre-tape stuff, you can go over and over. But, you know, live, anything could happen live.
Yes.
So that's why I love live TV. That's why every year, since I came back from my return, I was off for a while because divorce and everything like that. I talked about that before on previous shows.
We don't have to talk about that one. But
yeah.
Talk about that
yeah, but, you know, your previous shows, we talked about that. But anyways, I figured, why not just come back and do, like, my birthday shows, my big anniversary shows, and just make them live and make sure nothing, you know, everything is chaos and craziness. This past year, I got arrested on my show.
Uh-oh.
My twin brother, Vicious Venom, the guy who wears a mask, right. Of course you've seen him on Uncle Ducky's show.
You betcha.
He proposed to my girlfriend,
right?
And they supposedly got married, but the thing is, I might have got arrested on my show, but I got them back October 15th. I took off Vicious Venom's mask, threw it on the ground, and I was scrubbing the whole time. So, by the way, I'm the new TWF champion. Me and Deadly Venom, you know, what can I say? Yes, I played everybody for a fool. I got fired from TWF, which is I am the TWF champ. That's why I'm holding this title right now.
Let me see.
Oh, you see the title? Go ahead.
Let's show it to the audience. Can you zoom in on
the TWF champion? You got to put on Paul. When somebody can you get a
okay, Paul, can you get that?
The TWF heavyweight champion right here.
You betcha.
Yeah.
It's glowing in the dark.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
How long have you had that?
I con the people.
You con the people.
No. The thing is, I was dressed up as a character named Scum, and Deadly Venom were guys taking over the industry and trying to beat everybody else, and I got fired because I lost my title belt to Bilo Sheen, and you know who Bilo Sheen is. You don't remember Bilo Sheen? He was the guy that defeated me with Josh Hardy as a special guest referee.
Oh.
Yeah, remember my anniversary show? Last year's anniversary show where they screwed me out of the title? Well, I got fired because my unprofessional conduct, which was BS in my opinion.
Ooh.
Well, come to find out
is... Speak the truth, eh?
Yeah, definitely. I got so much to say on this show, you know, that people was going to hate me for what I'm saying, but I speak the truth. But, you know, like I said, I became the TWF champ. I fooled everybody. Beat up, you know, Vicious Venom, my twin brother, and obviously he challenged me to another match, a steel cage match, which one Landis left. Either I put career versus career, either I lose my career or he loses his career, so.
So how long have you been, you said you've been doing the show for 20 years now?
Yeah, I've been doing...
Off and on?
Off and on. Yeah, well, I've done different kind of variety shows. I've done wrestling shows, talk shows, reality.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite show that I've ever done?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, there's been...
I have to think about that one,
yeah, there's several shows that I produced. Some of them I regret. I've had a lot of backyard wrestling shows, which is off the hook and crazy. People used to call in all the time and complain about. And it's too violent. There's so much sexual innuendo, it's kind of, crazy stuff because I was doing stuff off the wall that...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was a teenager going through some crazy stuff,
Teenagers, that's a different frame of mind.
Yeah, I mean, I was filming a show as a teenager. Most teenagers wasn't doing it. So I was doing some crazy stuff, pointing down on my crotch, telling the girl, all kinds of stuff, just being out there. People watched. People love watching crazy stuff. And they complain and stuff like that. So, like I said, it depends what kind of era you're talking about. You're talking about the backyard era, what show's my favorite, the reality era, which I'm doing now.
What's your reality favorite?
Now, the reality show.
Okay, talk to me about it.
Let's see.
What is your favorite?
My favorite reality show? I'd have to say the ones with my kids, but, speaking of the reality show, I've been doing an Outlandish Reality show for 2 years.
For 2 years.
For the reality show, and I kind of figured, okay, doing a reality show would be easy by doing stuff that's unscripted, because scripts are bad. I don't like stuff scripted. As life happens, and as a daily life, just doing, shooting regular life, as stuff happens. Like, say for instance, if I'm talking to you right now, I have a camera on this because obviously this is real reality. This isn't make believe. I don't party on my shows. I don't show, all kinds of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like the Kardashians. I don't have all the kind of money and do this and that. I show the real stuff. If I'm going to a rescue mission, I'll take the camera showing, hey, this is my daily struggle. People are afraid of real reality shows. So, with me producing all kinds of shows, the first year I was just going to give it up. I was like, okay, I'm done. But I kept pushing and pushing. Okay, this can be something really good, other reality show.
Right.
Well, come to find out, my second year, it's like, man, what can I do? I'm running out of ideas. And it's like,
I hear you.
It's like, there's so much. I can't take a camera with me all the time. I can't have cameras with me 24/7.
Yeah.
But it's like, what can I
do? It's
do?
like going to bed with it and getting up and shooting everything around.
Exactly, because you can't.
Same old. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's like you can't shoot real reality all the time because you never know what can happen. Like the show that I did currently, me and Nicole, we were on a bus. Well, obviously, you can't film a car accident because you don't know when it's going to happen, right?
Right.
Well, I've complained on Facebook, say, oh man, it's hard. It's so tough doing a raw reality show because I don't normally have the camera with me. But for some reason, I don't know if it was, something. But a car hit the bus, and I was like, wow. And I had my camera with me, so I got the aftermath of a car hitting a CityLink bus, cops and all the chaos after that. So, like I said, I'm going to end the reality show. December 27th will be my final.
Of this year, 2014.
Yeah, what did I say?
You didn't say the year.
Oh, okay. December 27th is my last final reality show. It'll be a 2-hour special. It will be in black and white if Access has the capability of making a show black and white. Okay.
They do.
So, it's going to be my season finale, 2-hour special. I don't really want to end it, but it's like, what else can I do?
Well, I'm going to be coming to your show.
My 20-year anniversary show,
You
yeah.
bet.
Like I said, this is going to be pre-taped after, but, I appreciate you coming. You've actually been to almost all my, not the reality shows, but you've pretty much been at all my big year shows, my 19-year anniversary show. Yeah, because I had 6'8" on that one, and you were on that. You were there for the drinking contest. I had Josh Hardy, LaDonna Dion. Every time.
This character.
Every time I do a live show.
Besides,
I love to have all kinds of people here because it shows that people actually support everybody and stuff like that. That's what's missing with local talent. Everybody's dogging each other out about everything.
Who's your favorite guest besides me?
My favorite guest? Oh, well, I've had teachers. I've had a boxer named Brian Morgan on. I had Rob Bass. He sings It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. Yeah, he's down at 3 Years Festival one year, and I was doing the Jeff Landis show, which I very first started was doing a Jeff Landis show. And the director of this, he directed my very first show, but, anyways, and I don't want to talk about him because I honestly think that the director don't really like me, but that's just my opinion, and, but that's just my opinion. But, like I said, he directed my show and stuff, and he does a good job what he does at Access. Hats off to you. But I started off doing the Jeff Landis show, singing Boys to Men. Then I did talk shows.
Right.
Which kind of like what you did back then.
How old were you when you first started?
14 years old.
14, and you're now?
33. 33, but in everybody's opinion, I look like I'm 44.
Well, the beard, it makes you look older.
The beard, the gray hair, and everything else, yeah.
Hair.
So, yeah.
Already?
Going on 20 years. So I've had all kinds of memories on doing shows. So
you're going to be taking how long off?
I'm going to attempt. There's even bets going on that I will not last a year. I'm going to try to take a year off.
Congratulations. I hope you do, because you could use a rest, because you have been on the go for a long time.
Yeah.
This is practically your second life, isn't it?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I can't, like I said, I came back from my return. I was pushing and promoting myself like a drug. I was non-stop pushing myself to do this.
It's habit for me, isn't it? Being on TV.
Yeah, I mean, being on TV and in the entertainment business is like a drug. It's addicting, you know.
Yeah,
People come up to you and like, hey, Patty, I've watched your show. You inspired me. You've done this. You've done that. How does that make you? How does that make you
continue doing it?
Yeah, because that makes you feel as a person
makes
like,
you feel good.
wow, I'm really making an impact on somebody, or people are really watching it. That makes you want to do it over and over again.
Well, the last 4 years, I haven't had really a month off. I'm trying to take December off, but there's always something going down.
Well, the thing is, we try to take time off,
Yes.
but again,
Keep on saying, I'm going on vacation, but when you're on vacation, what am I supposed to do with myself? So,
exactly.
back to the studio.
To me, this is like a job.
It is a job.
And like I said before on Chuck Osborne's show before, he's got his own show now.
It's not really a job. It's something that you enjoy.
Yeah, some like me, I consider this as almost. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love doing TV, but to me, I consider it almost like a job. You gotta keep on and keep on and keep on, and that's why I'm trying to do this reality show. Try to end it. Try to do my season finale, which is December 27th. Like I said, at 11 p.m. on channel 55 and 25. I'm sorry.
Comcast and Frontier, local cable.
Yeah. Well, back then when I first started, there was only one station,
10?
and that was Channel 10.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wish we could go back on Channel 10 just for one night. Channel 10 was, like, awesome. They had some awesome shows, like
What's on there now? I forgot. City,
I'm not sure.
government stuff?
I'm not sure, but I know back at Channel 10 days, we had Raiders of Access, Toy Sarah. We had some awesome shows. I mean, we still have some awesome shows to this day. But like I said, in the era of Channel 10 was a great day. I mean,
are you still going to do the Uncle Ducky show? Vicious Venom.
Oh yeah, okay. It's out of the bag. Yes, I play Vicious Venom as well. And
I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I goofed.
No, you're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
Mrs. Claus on Uncle Ducky.
You're fine. You're fine. Yes, I play Vicious Venom as well. The cat's out of the bag. Vicious Venom.
I goofed.
Oh, you're fine. No, here it is, Patty. I'm one of the guys. One of the guys who play Vicious Venom. Remember,
one of the guys.
There's more than just one.
More than just one. Thanks.
So yeah, so there. But yeah,
Woo.
on the Uncle Ducky show, yes, I do play Vicious Venom. So to clarify, on Uncle Ducky, I play Vicious Venom.
That's just a character he's playing.
But there's a lot more Vicious Venoms around. Trust me. So.
Trust me, I understand.
But yeah, it's. I plan on doing Uncle Ducky show. Some other shows, I just.
You can come on my show now and then.
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
let me know how life is going down and all that sort.
Well, as long as I'm not producing is all that matters to me. As long as I'm not producing, because producing can be very stressful at times. You know what it's like being a producer.
Yeah, I do it. I have a show every weekend, all year round.
Oh yeah.
So when you're on hiatus, as I say, what are you going to do with yourself? You said something about producing or publishing. What?
I wouldn't mind writing a book. For years, I planned on writing a book, just about my life, about things that people don't know. I mean, granted, on TV, I've said everything. I'm not a private person. If you know about my life, I'll straight up and tell you what's going on.
Yeah. So with this book, would it be fact or fiction?
It would be real life stuff that's actually happened to me.
Like a reality show, but on a book.
Yeah, a reality book. There you go, a reality book. There you go. First ever, a reality book. No, I would call
you heard it here first.
A reality book. I would call it Landis Lays It Down, and I would pretty much talk about my childhood, how I was abused, how my mom would use alcohol, and her boyfriends over me and my sister. Like I said, I would say real life stuff. Like I say on the reality show, I'm not ashamed of my past. Granted, I don't have the best past around. Who doesn't?
You survive. You're a survivor.
But I don't sit there and let everybody know what's going on with me. I mean, like I said, I've been through a lot, and, I say it on a reality show. I don't want people feeling sorry for me. Boo-hoo. No.
Also,
it teaches me to be a better person. I'm sorry.
What had happened past couple of years with TRAC, Three Rivers Art Center for Kids, you have been quite the stable person helping us with our events.
Yes, it means a lot to me. I like helping you out. I like helping Paul out and everybody else who I'm really close with Access, because, I feel like I should give it back for what all Access has done for me. Access is the most...
Second family.
Oh, yeah.
Second family.
Well, pretty much, yeah. You've got your people who you love to work with, some people that you don't want to work with. And like I said, sometimes I think Access has their favorites on people that do their shows. But that's just my opinion because, you know, whatever's being said on the show is my responsibility. I'll take the heat for it.
You're very easygoing.
Yeah, I try not
I'd
to.
be a little mutt sometimes. But
I try to. When I say people see me as an egotistical SOB, which I'm not because I'm very proud of what I've done. I mean, like I said, I'm not
You're
trying to...
straightforward. You're blunt.
Yeah, I try to be. And like I said, I try not to think I'm better than all the producers around here because I'm not.
No,
It's just I can't help it that the fact that people watch my shows and people know who I am. And like I said, I'm not trying to have an egotistical about what I do, but people...
And you're steady.
People take the concept like, oh, Jeff, you're just being egotistical stuff, you're making stuff up in your head. No, I've got proofs and facts. But, you know, like I said, Access is a great place, great staff members, great volunteers. If it weren't for Access, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and for the people who volunteer and stuff like that. So my personal is thank you to each and every one of you, from Rick Hayes, Kathy Wise, Steve Manning. I can keep going on the list. David Bryant, rest in peace, brother. I miss you very much. David Bryant is the guy who got me started doing cameras at Access.
Oh. You know, working at Access Fort Wayne, here in the main library downtown in Fort Wayne, it's been like a second home to me. And it's, if anyone ever wants to do a show, they have to go through to be a producer first. They take a small course. It's nice to know how to work a camera. You can take camera lessons and audio and stuff. So, that's how you started? As a camera person?
Well, this is how I pretty much started. Well, since we're talking about Access right now, I'll get to that question. Since you're talking about Access, I'm actually doing a reality show right now, which I'm taping behind the scenes of. I've interviewed some staff members and, you know, some producers as well. Yeah. I'm doing a show called Behind the Access, interviewing different Access producers, like yourself, interviewing Paul Brandt, interviewing Bob Airy, Doug Wiley, and everybody else who's had, been here at Public Access, trying to get a remix of everybody's shows and what they do. So I'm doing a show called Behind the Access, showing behind the scenes of different shows and different...
Well, how often are you going to show that? Just the one time?
Just the one time, but if need be, I'll show it again, so other people
So
can
it won't
see
be on a schedule. It'll be like so many times a month.
Well, it'll be on the schedule on my regular reality show,
okay.
but I can talk to Liz and see if I could do it for where it could show just as a single series just as well. Yeah, so I could do that both as well. So no big deal. It could be on one time slot. It could be but yeah, it's like showing different people of different Access. But how did I start it? Well, I wanted to be a singer back in the day, and my singing would make you want to just run away, like to a chalkboard. That's how bad it was. But I wanted to be a singer.
That gets me. Fingernails and
exactly. And I wanted to be a singer, and I came to, I think it was Young Adult Services, and a guy was like, well, I was saying something about getting a music studio, and the guy was like, well, why don't you just go down to Public Access? And I've seen Public Access, of course, with Channel 10, with Totally Sarah doing her shows and stuff as well. And like I said, I was, okay, I want to be a singer, and I started out singing Boys to Men, and then I started running camera for David Bryant with Eric Hackley's show and J.B. Presley's Without Struggles. I think that's still on the air right now with a different host. Then I started helping out, I helped out Rick Hayes with a lot of stuff. J.W. Albert, which is a guy who was my manager back at the time. He used to come down here at Access a long time ago. He did a great job, contributed a lot to the station as well. Volunteering-wise, there's just a lot of people that, that's helped Access out who doesn't get the recognition.
Staff here at Access Fort Wayne are marvelous people to work for and with.
Oh, yeah,
they help out. They go bend over backward for you. And I know they've done that for you.
Oh, yeah. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying...
They're like our mentors, our brothers, our sisters, our family.
If it weren't for them, we wouldn't have an Access.
That's right.
But like I said, I'm not trying to dog any staff members out and saying, like I said, some of them I feel like don't like me and feel like I'm annoying as hell because I could obviously tell in some of their faces and, like one time I was doing a show, and I'm going to bring this up right now, it kind of ticked me off. I had my kids on the weekend, right?
Right.
And I was on Chuck's show, and, obviously I didn't have a babysitter, and my kids come first, and Chuck was like, well, why don't you just bring your kids on? And I did audio for him as well. Right. And one of the staff members complained about me bringing my kids on the show.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, I know. I'm like...
Well, if you can't, if you have no other choice.
Yeah,
And the kids are still quite young.
Yeah,
How old are they?
my kids come from. Oh, how are they, by the way? It's JJ is now 7 years old. He actually had his birthday.
Oh.
It was like a couple weeks ago.
Right.
He had his birthday, and Brett's going on. Well, Brett's 5, and they're both in school, and they both love it.
Do you like it?
Oh, yeah. First time it's ever happened to me.
Hang in there. We have to put the mic back on him.
I'll just do it like this.
Okay.
Yeah, this happened on Mark Harris's show too. But yeah, I said that the reality show that I've done, with the boys, we've had several good memories together. So I mean, I love doing a reality show. I love doing wrestling.
Mm-hmm. So, what? 2016, you're gonna be back.
Yes, 2016. I'm doing a new show called A Dose of Landis. I was doing
A dose of who? What?
Landis.
Landis. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was doing a thing. I normally do surveys on Facebook or whatever, just interactive, because it's always good to be interactive with the people who watch your stuff, or just be interactive in general.
Just don't disappear on us.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't plan on. But if you're doing something interactive, if you're doing like a TV show, music, or whatever, something that in entertainment, always go to your viewers.
Right.
Or your listeners, or it depends on what you have. Because they're the ones who pretty much watch what you're doing or listen to what you're doing. And and it's also good to get their opinion. So I was like, well, I'm going to do a show called Dose of Something. I forgot what it was, and I was doing a little survey, and a guy named Jordan Green, who I met at a movie thing through Josh Hardy, he's like, well, I'm going to do a Dose of Landis. I was like, awesome, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do a Dose of Landis. I'm going to have me a legit agent. I'm going to try to eventually, hopefully, I'm not saying this is a guarantee. I'm going to try to leave public access to venture on to do some other things where I can start making a profit of what I'm done.
Yeah. I noticed that you mentioned Josh Hardy a couple times. You starred in some of his films.
I was in one, and me and him started working together. He became an egotistical maniac. Pretty much just dogging me for everything I've done. Saying yeah, it's pretty much turning. Like I said, with the entertainment business, it's like there's sharks out there ready to attack. If there's a weakness, somebody's going to attack it.
Okay, so this is going on towards the end of the show, my doll.
I know, they go by fast, don't it?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how many more minutes left I got, but...
But, yeah, the entertainment business is like a shark-infested thing.
Yeah, I noticed that with my characters, talent, I mean, not characters, sorry. Talent that comes onto my show, 3/4 of them are just beautiful people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're quiet, basically. But when they're on the show, they just brighten up my day, like you're brightening up my day.
Well, being on TV, it's awesome because, like I said, the capability of being on TV to interact with the people out there watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like I said, without them, I mean, yes, people behind the scenes are responsible for everything, but without the people who's actually watching your show and telling you how they feel about it and how they enjoy it, that brings the joy of making us feel. Makes us want to do it 10 times better, try to better ourselves as entertainers.
Oh, wow.
But that's my opinion. That's why I love doing what I do, because of the viewers and the support.
If you do your own shtick, if you don't come back to Access Fort Wayne, which I hope you do, because we do enjoy having you around. You would like to do your own documentaries or biographies or...
A Dose of Landis is going to be kind of like... I don't know if you ever heard of Night Shift of Kevin Ferguson here in Fort Wayne. Well, I was supposed to have a job interview or a meeting with Kevin Ferguson, and Mike Moses, the producer, was supposed to hit me up for a date or whatever. And I'm realizing, okay, if he's not going to hit me up, I'm gonna run against that.
Do your own shtick.
Yeah, I'm going to do my own thing, but I'm going to run... Back in the day, I'm going to put this title back because we're done with the wrestling subject for right now. But I'm feeling on myself. I don't know why.
You're
I'm excited. I'm
Hold it. Hold your mic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he walks.
I'm hyped, okay? But
oh my goodness, I'm telling you.
I kind of figured, why not run against Kevin Ferguson? Back in the day, when I was 14 years old, I was a very competitive person. I didn't care who I hurt. I didn't care if I lost friends or gained friends or not. Yeah, that's how heartless I was. I didn't care.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the old Jeff Landis, where I didn't care who I ran over or who I hurt in the entertainment business.
Well, you're a sensitive dude.
Oh yeah, I've gone soft since then. But like I said,
I like the way you are.
But,
I like this softness in you.
oh yeah, I mean,
You're masculine, but gentle.
well, I'm still the same Jeff Landis as I always be. I'm soft, caring, and love everything. I'm still a lovable person.
Speak softly, but carry a big stick.
Yeah, but when it comes down to the entertainment business, I'm going to be very ruthless because I want to be number one again.
Number one again. Well, you're number one in my book.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, when it comes down to entertainment business, I want to pretty much be on a network to where I compete with Kevin Ferguson and pretty much outbeat him in what he's doing. I mean, he's been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. A friend of mine named Dean Robinson. You should have him on your show one time. I don't know if you know who Dean Robinson is. Awesome guy. Works for Journal Gazette. Has his own thing on Access as well. You should have him on your show. I think he'd be a good asset on your show. But he said that Kevin Ferguson is a kingpin of Fort Wayne with comedy and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't plan on doing comedy stuff, but I want to do a different variety show of, stuff live.
Where would you have this?
I don't know yet. I would love to get a venue. Since,
you need a venue. Yes, you need,
need
a place to be able to express yourself.
Yeah, and, I just want to do something different. I've done the reality, done the wrestling. I'm tired of wrestling, tired of doing the reality.
So you got to do something completely different because you are quite intelligent and you're very creative.
All right, that means a lot. You say that. Not many people think I am, but thank you. That means a lot to me.
You're very creative and you got a lot to do still, and you got to continue with your creativity.
Oh yeah, a lot of people said, "What can you do next?" Well, I figured just try to do a talk show, a variety show. I did talk shows back in the day.
Yeah,
I interviewed teachers, local entertainers,
and people do know you here in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not just a stepping stone. I try to get a big ego about things, but people tend to think I have an ego about it. I'm just proud of what I've done. I've been in newspapers, radio stations, and stuff like that.
Are you on YouTube?
I've got some old shows on YouTube from when I first started singing. I got some stuff where I wrestled Bilo Sheen. I've got one show that I was on years on YouTube. So look up Jeff Landis on YouTube. You might see some stuff. I was in a Sankofa music video. I was in Kid Dash's music video, Heartless. Hey, actually, Paul was in Heartless, too. He was a security guard.
Oh, my cameraman.
That's who you should interview, Paul. Paul can tell you several stories of different producers and everything else.
He's next on my list.
I'm just giving you ideas, Patty, because Paul,
character.
Honest to God, Paul should get an award for what he's done. Paul has done a lot, so hands off to Paul. Throughout the years, he's done everything. My hats. Well, I don't have a hat. I hate hats. I applaud you for everything, Paul. Thank you very much for your services.
And thank you, staff.
Yes.
Here at Access Fort Wayne. This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page, and I'm so glad you came on to my show.
Oh, thank you for having me on once again. I appreciate
it. Sorry, I had to say that.
You're fine.
So I hope you come on my show again. It's been a pleasure.
Oh yeah, you know how to hit me.
And quite refreshing.
I try to refresh anything. If I feel like I had 10 Mountain Dews on me, but we got to wrap it up. Sorry.
Oh, wrap it up. Okay. Bye-bye, and hope to see you next week.
I need my glasses back again.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart